Hi everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Just looking upstairs for a second. I finally stopped the downpouring torrential rains, which by the way literally filled up buckets standing up. They filled up overnight, and it rained and rained and rained all day yesterday. So today is not raining so far. It's gloomy but not raining, which means I don't have any power in the tiny house on wheels because I've used it all up on the computer the last couple days working online. Got a lot done, updated the Off-Grid Project and the Do-It-Yourself World websites and my YouTube channel introduction, which I'll get you to that in a little bit here if I think of it later on today. Right now I'm all itchy because I've been cleaning upstairs, and I haven't actually been using the upstairs yet since I built the tiny house on wheels. It's been storage. And as you can see, the study still has insulation, raw insulation, and radiant foil, and some boxes and stuff up there. This is a partial tour of the tiny house on wheels. I will give you a full tour in the next couple days when I finish cleaning up and reorganizing stuff. I've got some shelves here, not very neat because the cats keep jumping up and down on it. And over here, I've been working in the bedroom, and I'll take you upstairs right now. The bedroom, well, everything's been storage because it's just been such a construction zone. I have some blankets and some shirts that I had washed. If you remember, I emptied out the motorhome closet and washed everything and put blankets and shirts in 2 boxes and pants on another up on top neatly. And I just took away all the boxes of books and stuff that I had up here and some other clothing. I've got some construction supplies laid out. And baby cat, there you go. People wanted to know where's the animals. There's one of them. I've got some empty boxes stacked up here. I'm going to take out and put in the storage tent. And I have to finish the insulation right here, which I never did do. And by the way, there's a lot of insulation over here in the study that I never did, so I barely even got to that. I'm sort of scratchy right now because I've been sweeping and cleaning, and there was insulation powder, dust, or whatever you want to call it, all over. So now I'm going to remove the water tanks. As I said, this is for you, Melanie. I'm going to remove the water tanks to make room for a full-size bed upstairs in the tiny house bedroom, which shows me that I'm not going to have a lot of room for anything else over here, unfortunately. Once the bed, I do have a sort of a, oh, what was this? I got this for free. It came out of a school, and it was in the nurse's room for a school. It was a fold-up bed. It does have legs, and I brought it home, and then I regretted that I did because it's so massively heavy, and I haven't used it. It's just been sitting here, but that is laying there and shows you what my original thoughts of a bed size were in the tiny house upstairs loft bedroom compared to a king size, which is going to fit almost full side to side here. I'm going to have 6 inches space on each side of the bed. Then the stairway is going to be modified. I'm going to cut this out here, and this will be the entrance to the stairway, and this section here will be closed in all the way across here, as was originally intended by design. So I'll close it off and then open this up, and that'll be where I come and go up the stairs. So I'm going to snip the hose downstairs and remove those water tanks so I can make room for the bed in here. And then I've been planning, and it's one thing to plan, another thing to everything changes once you get the visible space open up. Let me clean my lens. It's humid in here. Hold on. Didn't help enough. It's really humid. You can tell because it's like 99% humidity. So I don't have a lot of space in here. And I want to be able to sit a chair in front of the window and just sit out and meditate looking out the window from time to time. And I'd also like to have a bit of a writing desk there. but I think I'll get back to that in a future time because that is a small space once you put the bed in. It just gives me a good idea. This thing laying here, it gives me a very good idea how much space I'm going to have between the foot of the bed and the wall. And I've got to make room for closets in here, so probably that container is going to give me an idea once you get the closet space in for clothing and shirts and stuff hanging, how much room I'll have to walk in here. So it really isn't a lot once you start putting in the closet space. And I've also got to work with the stairwell entrance here. So I can't come past the stairway entrance so you have enough room to safely walk through. So the closet space is probably going to be a short section, 2 to 3 feet long closet here, right there. So there'll be a cubby hole for sitting with a writing desk over here, and then a 3-foot closet here, and then bookshelves all the way up over to the window. My camera's having a horrible time focusing because of the humidity. So I'm going to have a space for off the ground for easy cleaning, for one thing, and then the shelves will start there and then go up to the ceiling for books and things over here. And then I'll do the same thing in the study. One will be Melanie's space and one will be my space, and be pretty much the same thing. Over there I'll have my study and she'll have hers, I'll have my clothing and she'll have hers, and we'll each have our own bookshelves. So I've got my books laying here that I've been sorting through and using recently, all laid out in a stack waiting for their new bookshelves. And baby's circling like a shark waiting for things to happen. She's totally curious here. So anyway, I'm going to take out these water tanks next. Well, up here in the top of the bathroom closet, I'm going to snip the water line and hope that there's no water come out. Because here we go, we're going to snip this line and pull the tank out. No water, so I did drain the tank properly. Good. Relief. I was a little concerned about that. So now we go upstairs and we pull the tank out and take it out. Well, here we go. We should lift right out now. In one piece. Baby cat hits the camera, as she's known to do, and there it goes. Water tank is removed. This goes outside, the baby cat assisting. Then I'll move the boards out, and then I can move these storage containers of clothing over here. And I can start working on the wall. Well, there we have it, everybody. There's the storage over here on the side. And I got the corner cleaned out, and the entire wall is prepared. Well, except for the last part where I have to put insulation in. So I got to empty that stuff out, but I've got the corner prepared. And next step, I'm going to take a short break, and then I'm going to get those couple boxes out of here, and then I've got to work with the insulation, which I hate. I really don't like working with the insulation, but I got to get it done. And then the next thing will be getting the radiant foil up. So I've got to get, I hope I have enough wood. I might have to go to the, well, I don't think I have enough radiant foil either, but I'm going to have to go to the hardware store and get some wood. New baby cat. And some more radiant foil to finish the rest of this house. So probably going to have to run in. Plus I know I don't have enough screws or anything left anymore for all of that. So most likely it's going to be a shorter day today because I'm going to have to run, be about a 2 to 3 hour round trip to go get hardware that I need. So I'm going to just get this wall prepped and see how far I get. It's going to be dark out in about an hour and a half. I can always work with lights, but we'll see how it goes the rest of the day when I get back with the supplies. See how much I get done. That baby cat. Oh, there she says hi to the camera. There's the baby cat we all know and love. Huh? Well, I cut the insulation. Hopefully I cut it right. See if this will fit up in here all right. I hope. This is the part I don't like doing because it's the part that makes you all itchy. Sorry it's dark. I don't have any light upstairs in the tiny house yet, which needs to be rectified right away. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing over here. Putting that insulation in over here. I don't know why the camera gives me such a narrow angle. I went out in my now very useful workshop and the tent out there and cut these to size, keeping the dust to a minimum inside the tiny house. And that workshop is very useful because it's raining out. And I wouldn't be able to really do this otherwise. Looks like I'm going to need a narrow strip up top. That's what I had feared. Okay. And my tape measure downstairs. Okay. Well, so I'm going to tape the seams so make sure it doesn't fall off the wall. Measure and cut the little piece up top, fill in this gap. And I've got a little small spot down here as well to fill in. I don't know if you can see it very well. And we can start on the spacing and then the radiant foil. Sadly, the insulation is puffing out a lot up higher. That is the thing with insulation. It likes to push itself out and spread. So I'm going to have to get some more tape and tape that down. Of course, the tape isn't ticking. That's Tyvek. I had hoped it would stay and hold that stuff in place, but it's not doing so. Alright, well I'm going to finish cutting and placing the last two pieces of insulation on this wall, and then I can start putting the wood spacing on here, and then I'll have to get some light up here to be able to carry on. And I'll have to get some light out in the workshop. Let's see how far we can get tonight. The day's already pretty far advanced. But there's one wall nearly done with insulation finally. Okay, bedroom is fully insulated finally. It took me some time, a year, but now the bedroom is done. The insulation is done all the way to the window, up, down, and all around. And of course, as you know, the other two walls in the bedroom are already were done. So now I'm going to cut the furring strips and see how many I have, if I've got enough to go all the way across here, and keep working. Well, putting on the furring strips, you'll be amazed to know that I'm using the Sunjack waterproof LED light stick on medium setting to do this work. I am quite impressed with the brightness of this LED light. This is on medium setting. Quite impressive light. If you don't have one of these by now, I would strongly advise getting one. It is waterproof, it is amazing, and this is not a paid commercial. This is just me telling you what I'm using. And I like it. So now goes the furring strips, then comes the radiant foil, then comes more furring strips, and then will come the OSB, the final wall of the bedroom. Now, what is exposed under the shelving, or around the shelving, I should say, will then be covered with pallet wood. But I don't see a point in covering beautiful work with the shelves and books. It'll never be seen. Construction sounds in the tiny house on wheels again. This is a happy time for many people, I'm sure. As many of you know, I was unhealthy for a while there. Something got me. But I'm back in business. I don't know what I'm doing there. Trying to salvage a little piece of wood strip. Now I'm cleaning as I go because I do have cats in here. So I am maintaining it, sweeping as I go along. Try to keep the dirt to a minimum. So, anyway, I'm going to put the rest of these furring strips up. You don't have to watch me do it all, but I'm going to do it, and then we'll put up the radiant foil. Well, I got one piece of radiant foil in place, and I'm running out. I might have to go buy some radiant foil. I did get by on furring strips. I do have enough furring strips on hand. There's baby cat again. Felix is lazy and sleeping on the couch all day. I don't think he's moved. Baby cat is curious, checking things out. So I got, I think, one good piece left. I'm going to have to go to town. That's going to be just how it's going to have to be to finish this wall. So I'll get what I can done, and then that'll be the end for tonight probably. But looking good. Tiny house construction is fully underway. Gonna finish this bedroom here. Well, I'm back. It's after 10 o'clock at night, I think now, and I've got another roll of radiant foil. It took me a while. As I said, it would take me a couple hours or so round trip. People are texting me. So I want to put this foil up on the wall. This roll is shorter than the previous ones, but I'll just use the older stuff that I already have as filler for the last 1 foot on top, and it's going to be fine. So I'm going to get to it. I'll be back in a few minutes when I get that up. Well, there's the new stuff up. Baby's checking it out. That is really nice to have the new stuff. It rolls out so much smoother. And it's more reflective, which is good because this is the sunny side of the house. So it's going to be beneficial to have that there. So I'm laying on the part that I'm going to put up on top. I'm just going to finish this part tonight before I call it a night. And then tomorrow I'll start working on the OSB. And then we can put some closets and shelving up in this place and get ready for Melanie. Well, that's it for tonight, everybody. Radiant foil done in the bedroom. Last wall in the bedroom done. Tomorrow I'll finish the OSB, hopefully. That's a job and a half because of all the staples and the framing on that OSB. But hopefully we'll do that. And I hope even get working on the shelving. So the closets and the bookshelves. So there it is, everybody. Troy from the do-it-yourself world on the off-grid project and the baby cat saying good night.